Good evening, Togepi and Monfracata. Welcome on in. Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? Do those things sound good and in balance? And you might be getting some ghost noises. I apologize. Oh, I had about 1,000 things to do to get this to work. Executive. Yes, I put some of them back to test things, but also, yeah, they're there. They're just, have fun. Go nuts. Okay, I think all of this is right. I am using the laptop that had the freezing issues back in August and September to run this stream, so if it ends unexpectedly, that's why. But it hasn't frozen since about September, though I haven't run as much as I'm running on it presently, but I reformatted it too, so, it should be fine. Hi, Duckish, it is you, not Monfracata. Welcome to the Axamin show. Lovely to see you. And, Monfracata, I hope you're doing well. And Togepi, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Oh my gosh, I spent, the past hour getting everything set up. Took an hour. Normally, it wouldn't take an hour, but I had to build everything back from scratch. And install Steam and Final Fantasy III on this computer. But now it's, it's done. It's done, and it's completed, and it's finished, and it's fine. And everything will be fine, and it'll work, and it'll be fine. Found a song about the Wii Shop channel done to the tune of the Wii Shop channel theme. Fun. Love a good scratch. Yeah, if you're itchy, it's useful, it's helpful, it's good. It's good. Hello! Here I am. My face is yes. Oh, I don't like where that thing is cutting off. I need to adjust that by a few pixels. Like 2 pixels. 2 pixels. No, 2 pixels the other way. Okay. Hey everyone, post 3s now. I want to test the change that I just made in rebuilding this from scratch. Post 3s, post 3s, post 3s, post 3s, post 3s, post 3s, more 3s, more 3s. Lots of 3s, lots of 3s, lots of 3s. You need to go fast! I need to get it. We need to get it to the ceiling of the chat box. 3. There, now it's cutting off at a perfect place. Thank you everyone for the 3s. I appreciate it. Hello. I'm Axamin, host and proprietor of the Axamin Show. Still have mics, still have audio, now we have camera. Camera is yes. Twitch wasn't letting you spam pre... Gotcha. It should know better, but gotcha. That, I guess, is one of the privileges of being a mod. You can 3 things off. Hi. It's, I have a very tight window. But, it's fine. Green screening your hair. I'm aware it's the best I could do. It's because I got curls today, so, if my head is down, it does it way less. But it's fine. It's just, I'm a little, shimmery. It's fine. Pikachu! It's a Pikachu! No. Anyways, welcome back to Final Fantasy III. So, as it turns out, I did pretty much everything just on memory. There are a few things that we can do as sort of, like, endgame preparation, extra side questy doody-doody-doo. But not a ton. The artillery is providing cover. That's nice. Also, I've got our crew mostly set up. The Plunk, who was a ninja, is presently not a ninja because Plunk has mastered ninja, whereas the mages have not mastered their mage powers yet. But they're working on it, and I'm proud of them. It matters less for them because they won't be attacking with physical attacks. Will you end the game making the face of the daily graphics interchange format? We'll see how the end of this game goes. I do think this will be more or less a normal stream length. More or less. And the fact that you have to do that is such a choice. First things first, we're actually going to go back to Falgabard, because I believe there is a secret boss here that I didn't do. Is yours a cat? Kind of? It's a, Twalis is a devout, which is sort of the ultimate white mage, and it has cat ears. Yes! My favorite Pokemon is indeed Cast Form! Thank you, Dice! Welcome, Dice. Change it? You weren't here, Mumfakata! Nope. Nope. I will give you one other potential option, but later. When were you not here? When we made this decision! And also, Twalis is a lady, and Devout is the lady. We're gonna go back into the Falgabard Caves. Welcome to Falgabard Cave. I think there's a way of getting into the water or something. Because I maybe was cursory in my examination. No lady of yours will be devout. That's nice, Mopakata. That's nice. Maybe here? Wet? No? Oh, maybe it's outside. Maybe it's not in the cave. I have questions. I did do a little grinding off air, as you can see. Or it could be upstairs. Hold on. I forgot that there was an upstairs. I don't know that I ever went into the upstairs. Oh no, that wasn't... Never mind, I lied. Actually, hold on. There's a waterfall. And, you know, don't go chasing Watry Falls. Can I get into the wet somewhere? Yes, you absolutely can. But how do I get to that island? Because there's a ladder. How does... I feel like most people pick gibberish names for their fantasy settings, and then you're making up a whole language just to name some canyons. I love it. How do Plinth? There is Plinth? Can I Plinth? Plinth? Is there like a secret way? Do we have to go into cave? Plinth? Yep, Plinth. Ma'am! There are secrets in them thar hills. Ma'am. Must be something that I'm not appreciating. Maybe there's a hidden path in the woods. No. Man, why ain't this house got no doors? And why is plinth the only thing that has a ladder? How do I get to the plinth? How does one plinth? Can I plinth from the canoe? This is unrelated. Swim? It won't let me swim. I can only walk in the water if I can get down into the water. And it won't let me get down into the water unless I can get to stairs that go down into the water. And there ain't no stairs that go down into the water except by the plinth. Ma'am? You've reached the village of Falgabard, where those who seek to master the arts of the Dark Blade come to train. Dang, RPG puzzles. Yeah, I didn't look up the solution. Excuse me! No, this is not you. I got it. I understand everything. Thank you. That's toros, not a sayayay. Unfortunately. Wasn't there a... No, I guess that wasn't this town. Ma'am? There is a class of warriors trained to use any weapon, including blades holy and accursed. They called themselves ninja. Yeah, I got that. Okay. No, this cave is nothing. This cave is not helpful because it has no way for me to enter the wet. Scientific term. Taurus was just in that house. Yes, it definitely was, yes. I know it's here, I know... Okay. So what I know is this. I know that there is a ninja-type boss character that is behind a waterfall somewhere in Falgabard. I'm assuming it is this waterfall. Oh, wait. Don't mind me.
Let's all laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Could you hear that? I could hear it.
I seek one who is worthy of the Hikuichi Manji. Will you be the ones who come out victorious?
Yes, but faintly. Yeah, it's because my desktop volume is low. Anyways, welcome to this. I would have to essentially set the game volume different from the main volume, which I can do. Hold on. Give me like 15 shakes of a lamb's tail. I can do it. Open volume mixer. Okay, we'll first start by turning down the gain from 4 to 1, and then we'll turn up the overall volume. Gain comes down again. Overall volume up. And now that can't be good for his wrists. It's a great question. Okay, so now, how is the game volume? It looks good to me. And actually, the speaker volume doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't change how you receive it. I just need to set the right proportion. The game volume looks good. Sounds good. Okay. Now let's try a trigger fire alert. Let's start it. I know, yeah, whatever.
Thank you!
Ah! That's too loud. Okay. I can fix it. Okay, I set this to 4. now it's like double where it was, and now I set this back. Let's try. You've missed the technical difficulty interludes. Well, you're so welcome, honestly. That volume seems good to me. It's a little louder than the game, but not... It doesn't go out of the green. But let me know if it still seems a little like... Or if the game seems a little loud. It sounds right to me. Because I'm getting the same mix that you are in my ears. Great. Slayer. Leviathan. Regular attack. Holy! Oh. Oh, I thought that was going to be more serious. Well, thank you. Oh. Well, that was quick, yeah. I mean, I'm... Like, we're level 70. Which means we're pretty much... We're maybe close to being ready to deal with the end of the game. And you might be saying to yourself, close to being ready?! Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 3. Go up the plinth steps? Oh, I guess I could do that. Wait. Wait. Sir. I didn't mean to take your escalator. Final Fantasy 3 is the most video game of all time. Oh, a high potion. A demon mail. Another high potion, and a demon shield. Final Fantasy 3, winner of game. Awarded for game. Is game. A demon mail. Check the spelling, Momfakata. I'm afraid it may not be quite what you want. Oh my gosh. I gotta do this again. Anyways, that was one of the things, and now we have the Kikuichimonji. Which is like the second best Dark Sword in the game. Granted, I won't really need it. But I have it. The Razzie's equivalent for the Game Awards. The problem is there's so many bad games that get made, it's a little hard to do. Okay, now. So, you remember how we were trying to find Bahamut, and we were like, Bahamut's out to milk. This is where Bahamut is getting milk. This is the milk station. Where you get milk. The milk station. Milk? Milk. Milk? Milk. Welcome to Bahamut's lair. A small dungeon that I missed. I forgot that it was here. But this is like the only thing I forgot. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to Meteor. Even though Orion can use all of the spells... What is that white dot at the top of the screen? What white dot? Oh. It's my mouse. Leviathan. Keek. Deals critical damage. Ooh. I like holy damage, though. Motherfucker, it's just, look, there's gonna be issues. Get on board. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing that I just one-shot all of them, but we'll find out. Heartwin is the closest to mastering the next job. Lawyers are people too, I guess. I'm not a lawyer. Not yet. Once again, yet another Final Fantasy III dungeon that's like a bunch of small rooms and several floors. Saber-tooth ligers! Lions and tigers and bears. Actually, there may not be any bears here. I don't think I qualify. I'm not really trying to qualify. Like, sure, I'm bulking up. But, like, it's a whole different thing. But now you get to see the tidal waves from Leviathan, because we got Leviathan last time. And you get to see some of the level 8 spells, because we got them in Eureka last time. A turtle shell? Hooray! I dislike turtles. I don't dislike them. They're fine. They're okay. They're not of tremendous interest to me, but they're fine. Phoenix down. Musk. Kutetsu. Elixir. The voice of Bahamut thunders from outside the cave. Oh, Bahamut talks. I am open to suggestions for Bahamut's voice, which may only be this single line, but I want to give it a voice that is really deserving of this, this paragon of Final Fantasy bosses, this most important of characters. So if you've got any suggestions, please provide them. Test yourself in battle! I think I nailed it. Girl! If you're gonna show up here, get a brar. We did it. Bahamut. 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 Blair. Leviath. Attack. Holy. Pew. I don't know how much HP Bahamut here's got. And I don't know how strong his moves are. I don't remember facing him in the DS version. I think I did at some point. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm much less scared now. It's like 200 damage. That is the most powerful of the summons, everyone. Toodaloo. Correct, Mumfakata. Bahammer. It's a great name for a summon. Learn. Bahammer. It's weird to me that the summons aren't just like why isn't it just Shiva, Ramu, Ifrit, Titan, Odin, Leviathan, Bahamut? It's not, because it isn't, but it should be, and it's kind of dumb that it's not. Anyways, we did it! Learned all summon magic. Thank you! Alright, now Those are the only two things that I needed to do that were outside of the Crystal Tower, which is where we ended last time. That's Final Fantasy III for you. Yep. Yerp. Yerp. Now I can summon. And keep. And holy. Now all it took was a little kick. Look, sometimes you want something with a little kick. My cousin brought Chipotle lime sweet potatoes to Thanksgiving, and I ate a ton of them. Like, actually, probably, possibly, physically, a metric ton. I consume those sweet potatoes. Well, Mafukata, I do hope so, because I want your thoughts on the final boss of this game. I want everyone's thoughts, truly. Togepi, Dice, everyone. Duckish, if Duckish is still listening, and not just not being Mafukata. Oh, Mafukata, so close. Oh, cod. Cod. Like the fish? You'll find out. The party is well rested, thank you. I'm very proud of that. I take good care of them. Now then. Moseying along. Given that, actually, at this juncture, we are going back to the final dungeon, I'm going to go ahead and switch Plunk back to Ninja, which I had mastered off-air. Ninja can equip any weapon, and so Ninja gets the best two weapons, Ragnarok and Masamune. Yeah, Motherfucker, we'll see what you think this is. And so Plunk hit hard. Plunk hit real hard. Orion, our sage, is our next best attacker with the Omnirod and Elder Staff. But it's it pales in comparison, unfortunately. Which is why I have most of our mages doing mage stuff, but I still have Orion up front. You're back from coldness and Midwest dark cold. I know! I'm there too! Could also be Irish. Well, no spoilers, but it is very green. Dice, welcome back. We were just talking about how we are at the precipice of the conclusion, and I'm wanting everyone's opinion on the final boss, once we get there, of course. That will take time. Okay, we'll go with Leviath as our sort of default du jour. And we'll save Bahamut for special occasions. Same deal with our devout Twalis here. We'll switch to Aroga. And actually, I'll probably put Orion off of Meteor. The dog demands you walk her. You love her, but you do not have a fur coat. You don't? Then what were all those Dalmatian puppies I sent you for? Sick reference to the Fox and the Hound. What do I want to use? I have the Sage full with black magic spells just for my own fun, but I will probably switch in some of the white magic spells, especially at level 7, which none of these are very good. That plan. It's got a ditto-like face. Speaking of Irish, people have been speaking to you online recently, and it's getting weird. They're just reaching out, and you think it has something to do with your haircut. It's like, oh, this is concerning. Or beautiful. I don't know. Someone today was asking you about living in Ireland. And I'm sure you told them it's like living in Wales, but less depressing, marginally. Now then, once again, it is time to encounter the final dungeon sequence. Didn't get a straight answer. Well, I wouldn't expect that from you, Mofukata. I don't think that's possible for you. Double entendre. Quick little savey save. Mafukata, you already have told me what your ultimate threat is. You will find yourself in New Jersey, and then call me, what I'm sure you just called me right there, Buster. Because that starts with a B. Mafukata, we all appreciate you very much. Also, just look at how hard, like, look at how much damage Plunk does. Plunk? Just going crazy bananas. Yay, Plunk. Boom! Na! Taking him down. This is why Plunk mastered his job before everyone else. Plunk is almost always going to attack first, and because Plunk has really high damage output, Plunk kills a lot of things. More concerned with the water damage on this floor. Well, actually, Motherfucker, not to be correcting you or nothing, but like, this is actually lava damage floor. So like, I don't know what you're talking about, but like, it's because of the hit. I know what the water are. So like, actually, no. Actually, the creators of Final Fantasy III put a lot of thought into how the tiles on this floor look, and the fact that you can't recognize that honestly says nothing about you, because the designers of this game really didn't think about much. I love the Final Fantasy series. The end of Final Fantasy III... It's a solid, like, B minus game until the end of the game, and then it's just F. I'm not bullying you. You're gaslighting me. Stop it. Ah! F for fun. Yes. Fun. Definitely lots of fun. Every day I schedule in several minutes of fun. I love fun. Okay, once again, this is the last save point that is available to you in the entire game. From here on in, no saving! We are going to go back through Eureka briefly, though. Because there is... there was one treasure chest that I didn't get. Oops, my bad. And B, one of the shop ladies at the end was like, "Hey, when you get all the summons, come and talk to me, because I got something for you." And it's like, I do have all of those things. Yes. Despite the health. I love it, Dice. I mean, each of our characters have had a very, like, you know, their own interesting arcs, I feel. Orion has tried to master both physical and mental disciplines. Plunk has been, after being a black mage at the beginning, almost strictly a fighter. Just realized the wizard's robe was not for him, I guess. Hartwin has almost always been the sort of erudite of the bunch, or the mage. And then Twalis is the only one who's like, I want to be a lady for most of mine. Because once again, this is a group of gender-fluid sky orphans. Though again, in this particular iteration of Final Fantasy III, the orphan part was kind of cut out. But they're still orphans. Like, you can just see it in their eyes. Their pixely, daddy issues eyes. So we'll get them through this quest. So, Abaya. Is that how you would say that? Trollis also suffered as a weaponless Dark Knight. Correct. But they are orphans. Exactly. I mean, the fuller terminology, Monfocata, is lack of daddy issues, but still. Four clones, off on an adventure, to put on different outfits. Yeah, the crystals are like their moms. So they have like 4 crystal moms. And yet no dads. Especially since they had to murder Doga. And the king of whatever castle where Sarah lives was like, okay, you saved my daughter, leave now, please. I'll give you a canoe. It's like, okay. I see how it is. You don't want to adopt us? Even though we have all these magical powers? No, you're cool with your one daughter? You don't want a bunch of gender-fluid sky orphans? No? Okay. That's fine with us. We'll leave. Just save the world or whatever. Rios de Chabola. I like it. So actually, this is healing water, which I didn't realize last time. But I realized between the episodes, and I used... This is where I did my training, because that's a healing point. It's an easily accessible healing point. And it may be the last one. And now, if I should... Oh, I have over 1 million gil. If I should want, I can buy summons for everyone. Ooh! Will you look at that? I did not know that the sage could also use the summons. Oh, lovely. Why not? I think I shall buy enough to have a full set of magic for everyone. Turns out the word you used, Mariah, that's how you say that, Mariah, also translates to kill. Tracks. I mean, if they don't already know you, I wouldn't be surprised if you just said, you know, death visit upon you. It's like, yeah, that sounds like Monfocata. Alright. Now then, I think I'm gonna drop death just because, like, it's so situational. The level 7 spells are just so bad. Warp I don't really need. Raise would be handy if we were somewhere with weak enemies. And then I'll just leave the 1 through 4s just because, like, what am I gonna do? So let's grab Bahamut, Leviathan, and Catastro, and I should be able to get Titan as well. And then Kuraha, Esuna, Heist. Oh, no, none on that level. No? Eroga? No. Okay, that's fine. It's not that you're macabre, per se. Monfocata, I think of you more as, like, It's like a fun-spirited darkness. I don't know how exactly to put it. Right, Asuna and Kiraha are the main ones. Secret shop. Hey, yo, you got shurikens? I would like several more shurikens, please. I will spend over 1 million gil for 18 shurikens. Thank you for the shurikens. I now have 34 shurikens. We have accomplished the mission. Oh, do I have to... I'm not walking all the way back. No thanks. This is why you have teleport. Bye! Because now I get back to the first floor of the Crystal Tower anyway. But now I've got my magic almost perfectly healed, instead of having it down some from the Ancient's Maze. See, look at that. So many spells. And I have a set number of elixirs, so I'll have to do some rationing. Outside of just finishing the game, there's only one other thing that I want to show off. I think I'll switch Orion to hitting with the sticks, because it'll do enough damage to be helpful. Alright, I've got to go the other way. Heartwind, I'm going to move down to Hyper. Flawless, yeah, once again, the level 6 white magic spells. Well, I want haste. But Eroga is the only thing... You know what, it's fine. One of you is going to need an elixir at the very least. If it's Twalus, it's Twalus. Earth and Fury! Swords. Eroga! We did it. Job levels increasing. And let's do it again! Pew. So the Doga's clone, this is not the best encounter you can get here. I think I talked about it last time, but I'm going to talk about it again, because it's a good excuse to say something, you know, a little... No, not the Gomeries. No. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. See you next time. It's a particular enemy. Something's written here. This door can only be opened with the circus key. We're going to the circus, people! The circus! Wow! The circus! Circus! Welcome to the Crystal Tower. Platinum. This is a new one. Oh, it's dead. I'll point out the thing once we see it. Oh, it's the Azair. We don't have circus in Ireland. But do you have a circus? Which honestly, genuinely... Ah, look! There they are! Comes. 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 This is a monster in Final Fantasy III. I don't know why they made that decision either. Don't ask me. And once again, they are one of the single best enemies in the entire game to level grind against. And so just... something, grinding, something, come. Anyways. No, I don't need you to say anything. I genuinely think the disappointed silence is more than enough. This is the name of an enemy that is in a video game. Yeah, here's the thing, Dice. When this was translated for the DS re-release, it was spelled with a K instead of a Q. Q. And so it's like, yeah, no, that is how it's pronounced. They changed the spelling slightly, but that's how it's pronounced. Yeah. Gotta get all these treasures. The Crystal Tower has several floors. And this is the first of them. The first, beyond the first, I mean. And once again, as is tradition in Final Fantasy III, the floors aren't necessarily huge, but there's a lot of them. Oh. Oh. Fake water! Ugh! Gosh, I hate when people are so fake! Oh no, Cum-Cum's in the back. Actually, God, the first floor is covered with the enemies that, make the Cum-Cums. Not sexual. Actual Final Fantasy enemy name. I didn't make the game. I can't control it. That make them? Yes. That make them. I haven't seen another one of them yet. At which point I will point it out. Maybe you won't be here all night. No, Motherfucker, you have to stay. There's only 1 3/4 of a dungeon left. Intas. And now we do the ups and downs. It's like Silco. Oh my goodness, it's Glasiolababulos. Nailed the pronunciation. Nailed it. It's like, they're called like Blorts or Blex or something. Or something like that. Are you still fake water? So fake! Can't stand the fakeness. Ooh, another Elder Staff. Interesting. I didn't know you could get more than one. Granted, the Omni Rod is better than the Elder Staff, but I do think that means I could upgrade Twalis's damage output capabilities. Wind. Bye! Toodaloo. Let me see. Optimal. Look, there you go! Wallace is better. A Phoenix down. Hey, a level up! Look at that! Punks up to 5375, not bad. Good boost in the scores. Falls up to 4771, love it. Again, what job you are when you level up makes a difference to your stat acquisition. Which is something that I've never really liked about Final Fantasy III. Because it does mean that if you don't level your characters with the correct jobs at the correct times, you will never get to like 10,000 or 9,999 HP with that character. When I played Final Fantasy III originally, after beating the game, because I really detested it that much, I was like, I'm gonna overlevel one of my characters, and I'm gonna beat the end of the game with a single character after it took me a week the first time I played the game to do enough leveling to beat the end of the game. Because I got stuck beyond the point of no return. And that was a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And so I sort of over-leveled my my Refia, which is the third character in the party, the slot that Plunk is currently in, and the only female character of the party as it is in Final Fantasy III DS, where the characters actually have identities and aren't just templates. Rude! Ah! Rude! I have to spend all the money on... And so my Revia couldn't quite hit 9999 because I had waited too long to start the process. But she got close. And she had bulky defenses. And she soloed the end of the game after I finished training her up. All of this is to say, don't cross me. You cross me, you're done! I will level grind into infinity to defeat you. Don't cross me. Is this a good game? Again, 75% of it is fine. Totally fine. It's not great. I don't love it. 75% of it is fine. Solid B. The last quarter is filled with so many annoyances, as well as a serious difficulty spike gated beyond a point of no return that just drags out the end of the game in such a manner as to be punishing to new players and annoying for returning players. And I don't care for that structure. Like, you'll notice I'm still, like... No, I went the wrong way! You'll notice I'm still pretty much just destroying everything that I'm facing. And that will be true for now. Like, I'm taking a bit of damage, but I'm not in serious peril. Get him! Good job. It's the other way. It's the other way. It's Agatha all along! I'm ambushed. And also because the end of the game is so long and there is a lack of healing points, you have to... Excuse me. You have to be judicious in the deployment of your resources, magic and otherwise, which is why I'm using level 5 and 6 spells. Why I've saved my elixirs. Ah! The yellow dragon! Okay, well this is an opportunity to mention that there are a series of dragon enemies that are available in this dungeon and this dungeon only. The yellow dragon is one of them. This is him and or her. Upon defeating the yellow dragon, as well as the other dragons, there is the opportunity for one to find one of 3 items. We will see if we get any of them upon defeat of this yellow dragon. Kill. Oh my gosh, kill. Thank you. No? Nothing? Okay. Oh, just an elixir. Nope. It's nice that I got an elixir on a drop, though. That is nice. That is helpful. We love items. Me too. That's why I hoard them. That's not what I wanted. But we should, hopefully, see more. A dark gem. Ooh. My sir. You're wearing quite a tight pair of briefs. You also have weird horns, so I don't know what that's all about. You're also dead, so, like, I'm not into that, but... Welcome to the 6th floor. One of the floors of the Crystal Tower. No! Avocado, no. You almost spelled it wrong. Yeah, then you'd have to 3 it off for real. And you'd have to live in your shame. It's Thor! He looks different. I don't remember the snake hand, but the abs are the same. Is this just a platform? Okay. I don't know, put in a platform there! Ah, it's the green Dregan. So this is another of the Dregans. The yellow Dregan is the weakest Dregan. The green Dregan, I believe, is the middle strength Dregan. And then if we find the final Dregan, I will explain the strengths, talents, abilities, acuity of the final Dregan. Pew! Oh my gosh, I remember Dregan Tales. What an odd show. Children's television maybe shouldn't exist? Maybe you should have to be 30 before you can watch TV. Well, you're just sponging up my attacks. I'm working on it. I could switch Orion to doing magic, and that would help. I could also use higher level spells, but like... We got there. Yeah. We're getting job rolls, and we're getting elixirs. In Australia, they banned kids from the internet. Thank goodness, truly. Bake water! Next, we need to ban kids from television, and then they'll start reading books. At a production meeting for your play, your college is student. Lovely. And so you got to meet your cast, question mark? Or was it just like production staff? So just like, you know, the behind the scenes people. Ah, the red Dregan. So this is another of the Dregans. I'm gonna actually use some magic this time. Leviathan. Bahamut. Attack. Holy. See how that goes. Owie. That's a bit better. I'm gonna have to actually use Twalis and Orion as healers at some point. Pew! That's a good effect. I liked that. Once they got banned from book, they can watch plays. And then pretty soon we'll be able to ban children altogether. Shared ideas for Macbeth costumes, and you have to say your presentation was the best, but ultimately you were all disappointed because the director... ... Oh, I can't wait to see what's at the other end of these multiple ellipses. You're still fine. Twalis, don't worry about it. You're fine. Mega Flare! In the Famicom version, these dragons are almost impossible to encounter. That doesn't surprise me at all. Also, Quake, welcome on in. Yeah, I mean, they have, they're got good items, so, like, I'm not surprised. I've thankfully seen one of each. Oy! And the red dragon is the toughest of the lot. That's why I've switched to my strongest attacks. Yay! We did it. You're gonna give me just another elixir. It's like, I say just another elixir like it's a bad thing to get an elixir. It's not. It's quite a good thing, objectively. So for weeks you've been designing costumes based on Jacobean or early 17th century fashion, because that's what he said in the first meeting. Before you present first, he says the set is a laboratory. Oh no. I'm guessing there wasn't a budget to build something new, so they were like, well, we've got this from Jekyll and Hyde, let's use it. We'll just say it's a modern reinterpretation. As is tradition. Yeah, I'm realizing that Charles probably won't be mad Beth. It's my favorite biopic on Elizabeth Dole. Oh my gosh! So good! Yeah, this feels penultimate. One of the girls in all of her slides had Macbeth. That's my favorite order at McDonald's. The Macbeth. It's like the McDouble, but it's skinnier for women. And I personally am not down with the gendering of fast food. But it sells. I mean, it sells. What can you do? The market hath spoken. I think I'm ready. I think we're gonna have to actually. Wait, are these just statues? Yep, sure are just statues. Okay. It's like, I'm gonna probably have to fight these, right? No.
Ha ha ha! Gullible fools! That mirror paralyzes anyone who looks into it. Now the 5 worms can feast on your soon-to-be corpses.
I love how they do a little squat.
It has been some time since they had the prospect of such a fine meal. They will savor every last bite.
We can't move!
Have no fear! Plot device is here!
That sounded like Doga!
As I told you before, our souls are eternal. Listen, the only thing that can break the curse of the 5 worms is the 5 hearts of pure light.
Well, we got 4. I don't know who you think's got 5.
You have to persevere until I can gather them. Do you understand? I'll be back as soon as I am able. Good luck, warriors.
Doga's still left to search out the 5 hearts of pure light. Cool.
Orion and the others are in grave danger. Come with me, Your Highness.
Oh, we're doing a Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Everyone's here. I forgot about this.
They need a heart filled with light. Your heart, in order to break the worm's curse.
Just get a dewormer.
Oh, Orion, I'll do anything. I will go immediately.
Okay. Next, heart. Mrs. Sid just ran out the way.
Sid, I need your help.
Orion and the others in danger? Of course I'll help.
You know, he could have just teleported us up here if he can do all of this. I thought that was a dog.
Dash must have perished in the furnace.
Yeah, which he somehow fixed from the inside. Again, design. Heave ho! Wait, it was heave ho! That was his voice. I did yeah.
Dash, you're alive?
Of course. Don't write me off yet. Wait, who's asking? I don't think I've seen you before, Gramps.
Fake death. Goodness.
Whoever you are, you caught me at a good time. I've only just finished repairing the Tower of Ion. It was a close call, that's for sure. There was a while there when I thought the floating continent was done for.
Dash, the Warriors of Light are in trouble.
Cheers, I put out one fire and another pops up. So, what are we standing around here for? Let's go!
Perfect Dash voice. Or excuse, I might be pronouncing it wrong. It might be death. Death. Oh, it's the child whose father we watched die.
Prince Alice, the Warriors of Light need you.
Oh no, I must go to Orion and the others at once.
Also, Doga not calling him King Alice. He really had to reach to find 5 people who are alive. Oh my gosh, the clowns. Yeah, if we're pulling one of the clowns, I mean, oh, it's a reach.
Would one of you come to the aid of the Warriors of Light? They need your help.
So Elia for real dead. Finally! Now's our chance to be the heroes! I'll go! Lead on!
You can do it!
Of course I can! Ha ha ha! This is our lot. These are the 5 hearts of pure light.
Orion, Hartwin, Plunk, Twirlus. Quick!
Oh, this is their voices.
Wait, well, hold on the arms!
I could just do different voices.
You must change the fate of this world.
Okay. Will do. We owe you our lives. Everyone, let's go!
Pew.
That was important to see. That felt meaningful to me. We needed that scene and moment. Once again, I'm ready. Ahem.
I'm impressed you made it this far, but your struggle was all for naught. Do you see how close the darkness has drawn?
So this is Zonde. This is the guy that Noah gifted with mortality, and Zonde was like, excuse me? I'm going to ruin the world now because that is a terrible gift. Keep this in mind for Christmas coming up. And so he's trying to flood the world with darkness, upset the balance. We're the Warriors of Light. We're trying to rebalance it. Because before, Light had tried to take over and the Warriors of Darkness fixed it. And so it's like a, it's like a Thanos situation where it's like, you got this many in one hand, you have to have this many in the other hand. Otherwise, you ain't got no hands no more. Don't you see how close the darkness has drawn? Yes.
And you're too late. And now, you will die!
That's cute. But look at his hammer pants. Ain't those fancy? Ahem. Bahammer. Double Bahammer. Actually. Let me just do a little. Because there's a particular way you're supposed to do this. Where are they? Where are... Wait a minute. Feel like it's supposed to be... It's fine. I just won't worry about it. I've got some shellbreakers though, that's nice. Ew. This is not the final boss, Mafukata. This is just Xande. Everyone's favorite Final Fantasy character, Xande. We did about 3,000 from Plunk. Still you. If that's my damage output, I might need to do some buffing spells. Well, the Hobbits are doing a good job. Yeah, I don't think they even give you shell in this game. What did I give you? I didn't give you anything helpful for this. To buff characters, that is. I'm just gonna... Okay. I think in the original Final Fantasy III you had to equip the things you were going to throw, and not just throw them. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't about to throw my Excalibur. Because throw is a very strong command in Final Fantasy III. You notice that my damage output was about 3 times higher there? That's how good them shurikens are. That's why they cost 65,000 gil. Ooh, look at who knows an all-hitting magic spell. Well, look at you. Ain't that cute? Kuraha. Well, Orion used Kuraha. Orion being the non-specialist, I think it makes sense. And then... Boom! Xande! Bye-bye!
You think it matters if you defeat me? The cloud of darkness has already gathered. The land will be shrouded before long.
Bye. We will return the world to nothingness. We are the cloud of darkness. Everything shrouded, enveloped in shadow. The light, the darkness, all will become nothing. We will start with the warriors of light, perish together with the world you are beholden to protect. Let's listen to this music for a second. This is just one of the best songs in the whole game. It's interesting to see the elements they've added into the song. Now, you may be thinking, oh, Axamin, aren't you worried? Isn't this the final boss? I mean, kind of. This is the person you face at the end of the game. This is the Cloud of Darkness, COD. But this is not the final boss battle. Oh no, my attacks are missing. Oh no, particle beam. Oh no, everyone's dead. How could this have happened? Goodness sakes. We lost to the Cloud of Darkness. The game is over. All of these people who came to help us will now feel like, oh, it's so sad that they died. Orion! You can't give up! Come on, you can't die here.
This is not your time.
Don't you dare die on me! Huh? I'm highly blocked twice! Hey! Wake up! Hey!
The souls of Doga and Une appeared.
Oh gosh, it's both of them?
Those are with you! Rise, warriors! You cannot be defeated yet!
Okie doke. That's all we needed. We feel better now. Doga and Une transferred their life force to the warriors and revived them.
Thank you, Doga. Thank you, Une.
That's the spirit.
Now, I think you have a job to do.
Sunday's transgressions diluted the light's power. He enabled the darkness to grow and give birth to that shadowy abomination.
Sunday was a pawn, a puppet of the darkness.
Few could have resisted such power.
Said the souls of Uga and Wuga. That would have been better. That were their names instead of Doga and Une.
Soon our souls will ascend to the heavens and become one with all those who came before us.
Man, spoilers for Final Fantasy IX.
We cannot stay with you as much as we would like to.
You four are the only ones who can restore balance between light and dark. We must go to the world of darkness now.
The two souls dispersed. Guess someone sprayed some Febreze or something. It's time for us to go to the world of darkness. I'm ready if you are.
We can do this.
Come on!
Our world is counting on you. Don't let us down. With us backing you up, you can't lose. It ain't easy to shoulder a difficult testament. Trust me on that. But you've got this.
You will be triumphant. I have faith.
Please, you have to come back safely. Alright, bye. So you remember how I said Crystal Tower ain't the last dungeon? Tweren't the last dungeon. You get no save points, no healing points, you just get shunked here to the world of darkness, the WAD, where you face COD, as well as 4 other bosses, because, like, it ain't over yet. There's also regular encounters. Again, you gotta ration. You gotta do a lot of rationing. Oh, I see that secret. Kage! Okay. So at this point, you know, we're just... Oh, I think we got healed, actually. Yeah, we got healed by Doga and Une. Oh, how nice. Let's just do a bunch of Leviathans. Attack and Eroga. Rattata, get out of there! These magics are way too strong for you. You'll die! and thus not begins, but thus reinforces a grand Final Fantasy tradition of trippy dungeons after dungeon. Oh gosh. Sorry, six-headed busty werewolf. Once again, this is where she shows up a lot. Because she is now a regular encounter. And just shows up sometimes. There's a treasure chest. I saw a treasure chest. I want the treasure chest. Give me the treasure chest. Boy, I just beat you. I don't care about your clone. Auto roll it. I ain't scared. Try and scare me. You ain't scurry. Oh no, Blizzaga. My favorite band. It's not a bad band name. It's not terrible. I don't hate it. Ah, a ribbon! That is a good thing to find. Immunity to status effects. Better than you think. Because who wants to get poisoned in the final battle? I mean, come on. Come on! Shadow Masters. It's so nice that the World of Darkness has women in prominent roles. When I was in class on Tuesday, we were talking about, you know, Supreme Court cases and whatever. Also, Dark Fire Crystal. Spooky monsters.
Darkness will prevail and bring an end to the world as you know it. You will not disappear with the rest of the world.
Yeah. So. I was in class, and we were talking about a case that has to deal with women. And before class, I was just, you know, speaking in silly parlance because it was before the last class, and I was just, like, having some fun. And I was like, I'm so excited for today's class. I have a lot of thought about women. And then this lady who sits across from me is like, oh, and what are those thoughts, Thomas? And I was like, I think there should be more of them. And she was like, agreed. It's the best answer. Okay, you hurt Heartwind a little there. I didn't care for it, personally. And so I would like to now heal Heartwind. Throw a shuriken. I'm surprised that my white mage isn't actually acting as my healer. But it's because Twallis is actually maybe a better attacker than Orion? But Orion can do a bit of everything as a sage, which is super handy. Ooh, owie! Maybe I should move Orion to the back row. Yeah, so remember what I said about difficulty spikes? The game gets harder beyond the point of no return. Just does. Pew! Healed. This game is not nice. Yes, okay. Significant damage. I understand. You know what? Go ahead and throw down, like, a protect on Plum. Pew. It's gonna be a little hard keeping Orion alive. Okay. I didn't. It's fine, I've learned. I will change Orion's row. Because we're not going to be hitting too much with sticks. Heartwind, doing great. Twalis, we're figuring it out. Orion just needs a little targeted adjustments. It's like I can definitely justify getting rid of Bio and learning Protect or Haste in its place. Haste, yes. And then I'll remove something at level 5. Thundaga, honestly. I hate to get rid of it, but Erase could be very handy still. There we go. Orion? Orion? Orion! Is that a good line read? I have definitely played Metal Gear Solid. That might actually be on the PlayStation Classic.
I am a warrior of dark. Our worlds came from the void, and will one day return to it. There is only one force that can keep the nothingness at bay. Hope.
Okay. Okay. Power of hope. So, like, what is darkness? Like, what's its deal?
The void is inevitable. Someday it will consume everything.
Oh, so it's me at Thanksgiving. Mavkata, there's a real answer, but I would have to get into topics that I don't get into. I mean, as far as, like, the absence of light, it's because it's, like, scary and you can get attacked by creatures and or people. Because your sense of vision is dulled.
But today is not that day, not while there is still hope and love in the worlds of light and dark. As long as there is hope.
So I just, like, we just have to believe. Okay, Peter Pan.
The void cannot win. With the powers of the dark and light, defeat the force that is calling forth the void.
Okie doke.
Warriors of light, only you can restore the hope to the world, for yours is the light that can balance out the darkness.
Thank you. Toodaloo. Okay. So there are healing moments in this sequence, which is good. There are not save points. That part is still true. There are healing moments. Ow, it's a Jormungand! My favorite. Which also means I feel much more emboldened to be willy-nilly with my spells. My throws, I gotta hold those back. Phew! The Mega Flare effect is pretty darn good, though. I gotta say. I like it. Alright, one crystal down. Heaven have mercy. Like, this attack build is pretty darn good for what I need. And these late stage bosses are very good opportunities to essentially try out, develop, perfect one's plan for how to handle strong endgame bosses, since Zonde and nothing in the Crystal Tower is actually all that challenging. Pew! And that's true even if you haven't leveled like I did. Like, the Crystal Tower monsters are, like, a little strong, but not, like, super scary strong. Like, the red dragons are, like, they take a lot of hits to kill, but they don't have all-hit moves that do a ton of damage. That's the only thing that really is super annoying in this game. Oh, it's a Garm! Look at the Garm! Well, doggy dog. It's a Garm. Might switch hard to Leviathan. Every time. Yeah, you can continue to use Flare, I think that's fine. Switch you down to Leviathan, save some of thems. And, yeah, I mean, you got plenty of holies. Hit it. Flare does good damage. You know, I take it back. Maybe Orion is still a darn good black mage as a sage. Plenty of holies. Ryan, hello. Welcome to the Axamin Show, in which we are working on defeating Final Fantasy III. A video game. And that's about as much as I can say about it. It is a video game. Hooray, I got a ribbon. How Fantasy's the final. We're getting there. Making our way downtown, faces past, moving fast, and we are homebound. Like, I do have to say that, we are. And I'm grateful for that. I'm happy that we are homebound presently. It's a good thing. We're working on the World of Darkness, the WAD. At the end of which we'll face the Cloud of Darkness, the COD. Who is a big naked green lady with stink lines. The effect that they chose for the Pixel Remaster, it's a little stink line-esque. I have to say that now that I've seen it. The COD, you love fish. That's nice. Oh my gosh, what did people have for Thanksgiving yesterday? I assumed that people ate food. Is this everyone's favorite sound? I hope so. But garlic bread! Delicious. I couldn't eat the rolls at our Thanksgiving. They weren't vegan. And I'm a vegan. You had everything and also some delicious cranberry wine. Ooh, you think you had a stew. Sounds like an Irish Thanksgiving to me.
The wrath of the dark has nearly reached its zenith. No one can stop it, least of all you!
Ah, Ahriman! Famous classic Final Fantasy anime. Alright, I'm gonna actually do some defensive buffing. Bahammer. Shuriken. And then we'll throw... No, I'm not going to do Reflect, because then I have to deal with that. And that's annoying. Go ahead and throw a Protect on Orion. Pew! Turkey and cookie pudding. Explain cookie pudding to me, please. You might think, oh, that's self-explanatory. I want to know more. Watching the Macy's parade and they played a commercial for Google Pixel 9. It was fun until the AI voices started singing a song from Wicked. When was the last time they did a silly style Final Fantasy? define silly style. Because it's like, there's part of me that's like, 9. And then there's a part of me that's like, no, 10. And then there's a part of me that's like, well, if 10, then maybe 15? Not 16. And not 13. Though 13 is a little self-parodying. Not realism. Okay. 9. Friend was in the Macy's parade. Fascinating. What was your friend doing? After 16-month cut, I think they might. But also, I don't know if that's where audiences are. I mean, Final Fantasy VII in the remake definitely has some silly elements. I will say that much. This battle is going pretty well. Another shuriken. I think I can get away with a holy. Pew. Ooh, the color code for your region. No, I mean that's super cool. And you need not get more specific. I was just interested, like, you know, what kind of thing. Who is Macy? It's probably the last name of an old dead white guy. Again. Is that enough? Wow. This Ottermon's got some HP on him. Also some of the ugliest teeth I have ever seen. Oh my gosh! Perpetual booty. Did I ever talk about that for on the Axamin show? His middle name is not Hussy, motherfucker. Please. I am one of the warriors of Dark. This wrath of Dark will affect not just your world, both of our worlds will succumb. The Void is coming, but with our powers combined, we can still stop it. We must destroy the Cloud of Darkness. Okay, toodaloo.
Warriors of light, only you can restore the world. The light bounce at the darkness. Oh.
Two crystals. Dog lady. Switch down to level 5. Switch to attack. And I mean, honestly, yeah, go for it. It's like I need some damage output to deal with six-headed busty werewolf lady. I only need one more ribbon. I can skip one of them because I already have 3. Jormungand! Oh. Pretty much every time I'm doing that, my shoulder is cracking. I don't know if that comes across on the mic with the audio filter. Every time. Just every time. This is a moment to look at the map. This map is useless. Okay, I just need to get to somewhere where I can sort of see into the shadows. It hasn't. Okay. My back's doing better, but my shoulder, you know, crunchy. Plunk got poisoned! Oh, goodness. Well, it's a good thing I have 99 antidotes. Now I only have 98. Alright, now, if you would please show me... Okay, if I want the treasure, I take the one on the far left. If I want to leave, this is the one. Shoulder has been a nightmare. Oh! Another brief story. I went Black Friday shopping. Teeny bit. I wasn't expecting to, actually. But my mom and I were trying to figure out where the best place for me to set up, like, my stream setup while I'm home is. And we were thinking, well, maybe we'll do it in the basement. And we have a coaxial access point down there, and so we wanted to test whether or not it was set up to accept our internet. And so I needed a coaxial cable, because the one that is on the first floor where the modem currently is, it is built into the wall, and so I can't unscrew it from the wall. And so I needed coaxial cable, and then I called the ISP to get information, because I called the ISP at first to just see, like, hey, do they know whether or not we have multiple access points? And they were like, we don't know that. Worth it. And so he's like, but when I was talking with them, I told them, like, what modem we have and what routers we have, and he was like, oh, you should get a new modem. And I was like, we should also get new routers, just because the mesh system we currently have is pretty old. Still works, but it's pretty old. And one of the access points hasn't worked since, like, we got it. Yeah, this is still fine. Valid 3 people to get that new deal on a TV. Or deal on a new TV. New deal on a TV. That's why I voted for FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Because he gave me a new deal on a great TV. And all of that makes sense in terms of time and people. Pew! Now the level up for plunking Twalis. Given that we have yet another crystal after this one to go, I think we will get level ups for everyone. Getting up to 72. That's fun, or maybe not, Momplicata. I hope you enjoyed, or didn't. And that's all I'm going to say. In tab.
You have come far, but this is the end of the line. This world will be engulfed in darkness and return to the void.
Ah, it's Echidna from the ceiling. Right in yourself. Now that's change I can believe in. Bomber. Shuriken. Heaven bless me. But yeah, so we went to the Best Buy. I got a new modem. I got a coaxial cable to test out the basement access point. And we also got a router system that I saw was recommended by New York Times Wirecutter, who I trust their technology recommendations, because they do a lot of product testing. And then when we got everything home, what happened was the Wi-Fi access points. Well, first of all, the modem couldn't be set up in the basement. The coaxial access port down there was not set up to work with our internet, despite it being cable-based internet. And then, on top of that, I was like, okay, well, we can still set up the new modem and the new routers, because if I can get the new routers downstairs, you know, I can probably stream from down there. But the new routers I bought, I didn't check, and the non-hub routers do not have Ethernet out ports, or Ethernet in for that matter. They're solely wireless, and so it's like, oh, my laptop doesn't like Wi-Fi. That's not going to work. And so I'm back up in the office where I usually am. And using the old system, but we did get the new modem, and so the speeds are a little better, and hopefully a little more stable. So that, if tonight's stream quality is good, I will take credit for that. And I've actually jacked up the bit rate from where I usually have it when I'm traveling. Cool streamware will have to wait. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is true. But, you know, someday. And so it was a whole process just to, you know, I'm going to have to return two of the things. But, while I was waiting in line at Best Buy, and the line was long, my mom went to Whole Foods because I wanted to get the protein bars that I purchase. And they don't sell them at Kroger anymore, and I'm sad about it. Because it's disappointing. But since I can't get them at Kroger, they can still be purchased at Whole Foods, so we'll do that. And so she did that, and so I finished up at Best Buy while she was checking out at Whole Foods, and so it's like, oh, well, I'll just walk down to GameStop, because there was a GameStop down the way, and see, like, what the deals are. And I actually bought a few games. I was going to buy Let's Go Eevee, because they had a pre-owned copy, or so they said. They didn't have it. Because I need to play through Let's Go Eevee at some point. But I did end up getting Paper Mario Origami King, Until Dawn for PS4, and We Love Katamari Reroll for Nintendo Switch. Do I need to? Yes! I know. All three of those games I would like to stream at some point. I am one of the warriors of dark. When the powers of light or dark become too great, the cloud of darkness is created to return the world to the void. I can't see, Only the hope inherent in the forces of light and dark can stop it. Now go, warriors of light. I will assist you with my powers of dark. Bye. Warriors of light. Only you can restore the world beyond the light and the power of the dark. Nyakef. 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 Lady. I don't need your sass. Okay? Like, you can go. Pew. It's a good hit. Alright, good job. Go team. We did it together as friends. Artwin got the level up. Orion is the last one who still needs another one. And then everyone's at 72. So yeah, I will do more recap on the week's happenings tomorrow, most likely. But just, you know, a few bits of news that you can use from the Axamin household. And then a few lucky individuals have received a video of my cousin and I doing a Final Fantasy VII style squatting contest. It's Final Fantasy VII style because we do the proper, like, chunky motions that Zack and Cloud do when they do squats. It's great. And if you're interested in being on the mailing list for that, just let me know. I send it to people who I thought would find it interesting. Okay, so not this one. Fingers. Also, for those who don't know, my cousin is a bodybuilder. It's like, he has legs. Not what you meant. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, totally, Togepi. Send it to me.
The wrath of Dark cannot be stopped. This will be your final resting place.
Little bitty dog. I'm so scared. Might try to hurt me. Oh no. Shotgun. Am I honestly getting protects on everyone? Did I have enough? Oh, who did I have? Whatever. I didn't cast it on Heartland, so it's fine. Yep. Plunk and Heartland, and then Orion and Twalis will each take care of their own. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, the only battles in this game that you really need to pay much attention to are here in the World of Darkness. The monsters and the bosses here are so much stronger than everything else in the game. Like, most of the game, when I played it the first time, I cruised through. Just no trouble. Just my team of 4 Dragoons, just jumping on everything, killing them with spears. It was great. Until I got to this point. Because once I got here, once I got past Zonde, I was in trouble. Especially given that I didn't have healers. That was my own fault. But if, like, nothing was stopping me from doing that. And I thought Zonde was going to be the final boss because they built it up like he was going to be. And then he wasn't. And then there was this whole other dungeon. And then everything here was super strong. And so, like, you know, this time, since I know how this game ends, I prepared differently. But this is just something that, like, I advise that any who dare go up against the travails of Final Fantasy III, which, once again, I can only describe as a game that I have played, and that is still my least favorite Final Fantasy. I'd have to replay 11 to really cement that, but, like, the beginning was a little more fun than I remembered, but the end is just as bad as I remembered. And it's like, I know I'm over-leveled for the end, which is making it easier than it was the first time I did it, but it's like, no, it's the same. It's still just, like, the end of the game is too long and much harder than it should be, and it's quite a jump from everything else. and it's not player friendly. Can you even play 11 anymore? Yeah. I think you can still play it normally. I mean, I know there's always going to be fan servers. There's a part of me that does want to do like a series on 11, just because like having a playthrough of Final Fantasy 11 archived would be quite something to me.
I am one of the 4 warriors of dark. We managed to stop the Wrath of Light 1,000 years ago. Light and dark, our 2 worlds depend on one another. If the 2 were to converge, it would bring about a single world of nothingness, a void. Now that light is weakened, the darkness is spreading. The wrath of dark is upon us. The only force that can stop this and the return of the balance, and return balance, is within you, the 4 warriors of light. I am here to aid you. We cannot allow the void to consume our worlds.
Something happened to my laptop? Really? What I would love to show off is like the whole Final Fantasy XI experience, including the updating process, especially the initial updates. Because that system is from 2002. Heaven help us all. Go for meteor. Goliath. Attack. Holy. Need to play Final Fantasy XI. Final Fantasy XI is super non-intensive on a computer. I used to, when I played it on my mother's, like, 11-inch HP laptop, circa 2012. It's not a hard game for computers to process. Pew 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 pew. I think I might swap Meteor for Arise. 14, some computers will struggle with 14. But 11, no. Because Arise could get me out of a jam. Okay. Speaking of jams, we've talked to all the crystals, we've met the 4 warriors of dark. It's time. It's actually time for the final boss fight. And you know, just for funsies, Elixir. No, not even you? Okay. Everyone is as set as they can be, really. We good. Let's go fishing! Oh, no. Ugh! Why is there more? I thought that was it. I blew my elixirs for nothing. Ugh! This game! Do it! Just kill the Thors. Ah! The game that keeps on giving. Yeah, sure. What you said. This game! Why it gotta do me like this? Ah. Well, now here we are. The music changed. That means the final boss is upon us. Once again. Just elixirs for everyone. And this lovely sparkle floor.
We are the cloud of darkness, bringer of wrath and destroyer of light. You and your world will be sacrificed to the void.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
This is the world of darkness. You think your powers of light can defeat us in our own land? Their light alone may not be enough, but our powers of darkness can suppress your evil. You would be willing to sacrifice your lives for the light? Fools! We will not let you reduce the world to nothing. Your demise is none of our concern.
Pew! 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 Those were important characters.
The crystals of darkness may be gone, but we have no need of them any longer. We will defeat you and absorb the powers of light. The world will become the void. This is where you die, warriors of light. Maybe this world should be reduced to nothing.
Welcome back! Final Fantasy III. The final battle. Protect. Bahamut. Shuriken. Protect. Yeah, she doesn't have her stink lines anymore. The Warriors of Darkness gave her a shower. Isn't that nice? She needed it. But now she can be hit. She still has her particle beam, but it's much less scary. It's not, you know, going instant kill you in the mouth. Oh, which one did I target? Is it Heartland? Whatever. Now Ryan and Twalis can both heal, they can both attack. Heartwind and Plunk are both just attack, attack, attack. I doubled, darn it. Well, you know, for funsies. We'll get that. Another attack that can one-shot the entire party. I've got ribbons on. Not allowed. Pew! And I got plenty of shurikens. If I remember correctly, the Cloud of Darkness has 120,000 HP, which is like double what anything else in this game has. So this is still going to be a fight. Like, it's going to take some time. Alright. Now then, Flare. Bahamut. Shuriken. And Twalis, we're going to have you continuing on heal duty. Just in case. That's a nice amount of healing. With the all target. If she doesn't use Particle Beam, then I can probably attack. Yeah, I can attack after that. Keep it up with Flare. Bomber. Another Shuriken. And let's give you a little holy! Avocado, do you not like her nails? You hate everything about her. Even her sperm snakes? Yeah, I haven't been keeping perfect track. I think I'm doing about 20,000 a turn. Even the Halloween sperm things. Just confirming. Ma'am? You know what? Let's see how your Kiraha does. Glad I bought all those shurikens. Swap Holy and Flare. Ooh! Holy does not do well in this fight. Well, Twalis is definitely going to go back to just healing. I'll read that in a moment. Did Heartwing get the final hit? That's awesome. In the beginning, there was the void. Then came light and darkness. From them everything was born. The heavens, skies, water, fire, life. Time inexorably brings all back to its beginnings. But from life something new was born. A shining force that separated the light from the dark and illuminated the world. It was called hope. When the balance between light and dark is broken and the world again slides towards oblivion, the chosen will appear once more. Do not forget that the source of the warrior's power is the hope that lives inside us all. Dreams, despair, love, time can obscure it all. Do not accept this, do not forget it, and time will never erase what life has to offer. Find your last remaining spark of light, a light that shines brightly when all else is dark, the light of hope. Yes, that was meaningful to me. You're all still here! Orion, Heartwind, Plunk, Twalis!
You did it!
Well done.
No, now you're the true heroes of this story! Not half bad.
Come on, it's time to go home.
Oh gosh. This slow boat. I thought for a second it would make me watch it crawl all the way across the world map. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all ours, but I think it's about time I return to Amor.
Yes, lead fellow, you are an important character. Good for you. Thank you for the help.
Fellish! You're back, safe and sound. Of course, barely broke a sweat.
Without your help, we never would have made it. We really needed you to round out the numbers. Thank you.
If you ever need help, we heroes will be here. Come again and train with us anytime. Until we meet again.
Y'all got beat up by goblins in a sewer! Like level 1 goblins. Please. We've reached Saronia.
I suppose I must return.
Only because all our better options were dead. Honestly. Thank you for everything, Your Highness. I mean, Your Majesty. What's the difference?
It was your light that saved our world. It is I who should be thanking you, brave warriors. If I can leave my kingdom with even half the courage you showed...
You can't. I saw how you handled it when your dad got killed.
I will be content. You have my sincere thanks.
Saw the weird ghost snakes. Yeah, and Dice Heartwing got the final hit, I think. Toodaloo. Oh, now we get to take the fast airship. I did park it there, so that makes sense. This canonically makes sense. Oh my lord. Are we seriously... We're watching all the way back to the Flying Continent? Had a little issue parallel parking there. We've almost reached Canaan.
I guess this is my stop. My wife's probably worried sick.
Wait, I'll get off here too.
That's right, Desh left a line of broken hearts here in Canaan. Why do you want to stop in Canaan, Desh?
Well, I just wanted to check in on someone.
Huh?
Oh, fine. It's Selena, okay?
No, you wanted to see her. How sweet.
Oh, come on. Leave me alone.
Go get her, Tiger. I don't know that we should be encouraging Dash. Feels like a mistake.
Honey! Oh dear, not in front of your friends. You're embarrassing me.
Selena!
Dash, please don't ever leave me again. I am Selena, an important character.
Never. I promise.
Come on, honey. We can't let these kids show us up now, can we? Oh, fine. Just one kiss, then.
Dash's heart-wrecking habits will reawaken the darkness. Truly. There's a kissing contest going on in front of the gender-fluid Sky Orphans.
Whoops! Got a little carried away.
Sorry about that.
Let me know if you go on any more adventures. I could always lend a hand.
Oh, no, you don't. Looks like you're not going anywhere for a while, Dash.
Don't rub it in.
You're welcome back here anytime. Besides, you still gotta try my wife's cooking.
Not if I want to be laid up in bed for a month.
Thank you, Sid. Dash, we'll see you later.
TM. Excellent trademark, thank you.
Shall we head back to Sassoon now, Your Highness? Can't I stay with you? I don't want to go home just yet. But, Princess Sarah... Don't you understand? I want to stay with you!
Yeah, she wants some Jennifer Lewis Sky orphans.
Did I embarrass you? Come, let's go to...
Final Fantasy city name.
Yeah, you're one of the few who made it out. It's her. We're home. Oh, I can't wait to see where you grew up.
Well, here's the one house, and here's the second house, and that's it. These are all the people. 10.
Oh, it's to Papa. Welcome back. Who the heck is Nina? Oh, Orion, Hartman, Plunk, Dwalis, you're home. We did it! To Papa, Nina, important characters!
Well, I always knew you were destined to do great things.
We are proud of you. I am Nina, also an important female character in this game. Welcome home.
Oh my goodness, we're hitting the sprite limit right now.
You saved the world! Wow, you're amazing!
So I guess they weren't joking about being the warriors of light. I'm a dancer. Heroes get a kiss from me. Buck her up.
Not so fast! Oops. The world is now safe from darkness. All thanks to your pure hearts. Thank you, warriors of light. The plot. Oh. Look, the light. Yeah, Tababa makes more sense. You're right, Togepi. You're right. There were just like too many from the Sky Continent. We need to have another one from down below. Hey, Passion. Yeah, it's good. We will talk about it more tomorrow. The crystal is back to its former brilliance. It's beautiful!
The darkness has dispersed, and a new dawn has come.
Okay. Is that it? Or we just... Oh, okay. Shiny. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Final Fantasy III is a video game. I have now beaten it twice. I doubt that there will be a third time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are my thoughts. The Pixel Remaster is better, in my opinion, than the DS version. The DS version has more stuff. The Final Fantasy III doesn't need more Final Fantasy III. In my honest opinion. Pixel Remaster also has the very nice addition of Auto Battle, where you just hit Q to speed up the game. And fight things automatically in accordance with whatever moves you last used. Which just makes it convenient to grind. The convenience is worth something. So, if you are looking to experience Final Fantasy III, a video game in the Final Fantasy series, and my least favorite, in said series. And one of my, you know, it's, as far as compared to like other like bad games that I've played, it's fine. It's like, I don't hate it. And it doesn't leave the same bad taste on my tongue as like Fantasy Life for the 3DS. Which is another game that I've beaten that really was just like, oh. But I don't like it. It's just like, it has a few moments that I like. It's got some good music. But like, even like after doing some of the early grinding, I was just like, ugh. Even the grinding in this game isn't that fun because you don't get like fun stuff from the job levels. And so it's like it's kind of like grinding in Final Fantasy 1, where it's like you're just grinding for levels. That's pretty much it. But Final Fantasy 1 is Final Fantasy 1. Like, I genuinely think the plot of Final Fantasy 1 is a little better than Final Fantasy 3. Because at least Final Fantasy 1 has the, like, subversion of, like, hey, it's a time loop. And you've got a little more, like, it takes a little more figuring out. Final Fantasy 3 is very, like, bing, bam, boom, like, you know where to go. You don't have to do much looking around. After the 13 Epiphany, 3 couldn't get so lucky. Yeah. The 13 Epiphany definitely moved 13 up, in my opinion. 3, it wasn't like I didn't understand the story. There's just not much story to understand. World, too much dark, used to be too much light. 4 heroes, crystals, Final Fantasy. Like, there's... Final Fantasy V is Final Fantasy III done right. I really like Final Fantasy V, and at some point I'll play it. Here on the Axamin show. And now that I've replayed Final Fantasy III, that makes Final Fantasy 1, 3, 7, and 10 that I've played on air to completion. In addition to one-offs or limited runs of Final Fantasies 4 and 6. I think that's right. I think that's... Oh, and 9. I beat 9. I guess I'm doing the odd numbers first, with the exception of 10. Yeah. But there is a part of me that I would love to have, like, a completed playthrough of all of the Final Fantasy games on, you know, recorded at some point. That would require me replaying 11 and replaying 13 again. And those would be... I have a way that I want to do 13 that takes work. And I have a way... 10-2, massage and all. Well, 10-2 I still need to beat in general. I'm just... I have to wait a little longer on that, because it still is sort of wrapped up in... when I played it that spring break, I was sick. And so I never want to play it because I feel like it reminds me of being sick. I could make Apollo play it. That seems like a mistake. But I could. And I have my PS4 here. I brought my PS4 from California because I'm planning on taking it back to Jersey during this break. Which means there will be no PS4 games during the spring semester. But it does mean that I have them until January. And I also have the Wii U here, which again, for the same reason, I am hoping to transport back to Jersey, where it will stay. But that means I also have the ability to play Wii and Wii U games while I'm here. And so when I'm back in California, I'll be back down to PC, Switch, and GameCube. What got funky in the game? I don't exactly remember. Was it the penguin? Because I feel like the penguin just does that, and I was just struggling. And Bowser. I have no recollection of what happened to Bowser. These are some long credits. Yeah, well, I mean, this game has been re-released several times. And Square Enix also employs a lot of people in a lot of places. I got stuck inside Bowser. Oh! I wasn't stuck. I remember that now. I wasn't stuck, but I had jumped inside of Bowser, which meant the Bowser scene wasn't triggering, and I was like, huh, I didn't know you could do this. But I discovered it. Me. Axamin. What's up? Who knows? Perhaps there may be another Final Fantasy in the offing during the winter holiday months. There's a part of me that's like, Final Fantasy IV is a great game. I just enjoy playing that game. And then there's a part of me that's like, well, if I finish 3, maybe we get 2 out of the way. Because then I can teach everyone about the one true way to play Final Fantasy II. Which requires a lot of upfront grinding, and then you just glide through the rest of the game. Because that game's a little broken. Teensy tiny bit. A little broken. Like, just don't even worry about it. It's fine. I'll have to think about that. It won't be right away. Tomorrow night will be Mario Kart, or at least should be. Now we know why they initially skipped 2 and 3. Yeah. And 2 eventually got released on GBA in the Dawn of Souls package. And then 3 eventually got an upgraded port to the DS. Which is Final Fantasy III 3D. And that's, of course, the one I originally played. Anyways, the thing that I was mentioning earlier about the green, yellow, and red dragons that we didn't get to see was the fact that they have the chance of dropping onion equipment, which are weapons and armor that essentially outstrip all of the other weapons and armor that can only be used by the Onion Knight. So the Onion Knight can be made to be a very powerful class. But you have to collect all of that stuff. And I didn't feel like padding the stream time by hunting for dragons. We saw one of each of them. I beat them. It was kind of annoying. And I was like, you know, we're going to do this with the classes that we done picked. But I did say that, yes. The and. Sure. And then it sets us back to the world map. But we get to keep our levels. So that's nice. Defeated the Cloud of Darkness and restored peace to the world. Woo! I didn't get all the achievements. I don't think I opened all the treasure chests. Nor did I fight all the monsters. But that's fine. I beat the game. I replayed this game that I don't particularly like. And I will say, I had some fun riffing on it. I enjoyed 75% of the game, perfectly fine. It's the end. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth. It's Final Fantasy III. It's got problems. It's not an unplayable game, but it's got problems. And in the ambit of the rest of the Final Fantasy series, I see it as having less redeemable than most of the other entries. Especially now that, again, I've had the Final Fantasy 13 epiphany. That blew my mind. When I was like, oh! This game is smarter than I thought. So, that covers us for the evening. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have too. And I legitimately mean that. Even if I'm playing a game that I don't necessarily love, I had a fun time experiencing it again with y'all. And thank you for joining me for this. So, coming up soon on the Axamin Show, I will hopefully crack open one of those games that I bought. And we will start a new series on one of thems. We're back to more or less 5 days a week, pending real-life obligations. Wednesdays are back on the menu. So look forward to that, which does mean that I can balance out schedule a little better and maybe just throw in an extra Mario Kart night. Like, I like playing Mario Kart. I'm over 13,000 points. After being stuck in 10,000 for so long. 11,000? 12,000? Regional lobbies, baby. Regional lobbies. Alright, let's do a raid. Our good buddy Pennsylvania Werewolf is playing backyard soccer. Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Hope you'll go and say hello. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. An excellent tomorrow. And I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Hope to see you.